Hi everyone, I'm your host Chantal Landron and this is FLACKI'S Day Off. Today we're going to be tackling topics like membership recruitment, enhancing our membership experience, all while dealing with online platforms like Zoom and following the CDC guidelines established by our universities. Our guest speaker for today is Patrick Rugraff, our recruitment chair of the Florida District. Stay tuned. Hi everyone. So today we're here with our recruitment chair, Patrick. So Patrick, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Patrick Rugraff. I'm from Naples, Florida. I go to the University of Florida where I'm currently a grad student studying information systems and operations management. It is my fifth year this year in CKI. And yeah.
So a little bit about me is I am from West Palm Beach, Florida. If you don't know where that is where the Epstein thing happened here in downtown. So that's us. We're really chaotic. Yeah. And I've lived here almost 10 years and it's been nice for the most part. And I'm a psych major and a bio minor. And I'm a psych major because I don't think I'm good enough to be a bio major. Just because I don't see myself taking organic chemistry anytime soon. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. So the point of this episode, we're just going to be kind of giving you guys a guide and helping you out with just recruiting and retaining members, just dealing with COVID. So, um, yeah, how has your COVID experience been, Patrick?
It's been pretty good so far. I went back home and with my family right now. Nothing too chaotic has happened so far. Just been taking online classes, trying to stay safe, social distance, stuff like that. So hasn't been too bad so far. Nothing crazy has happened yet.
Yeah, I'm like not really looking forward to doing online class just because I'm not like my work ethic is a little shaky. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I hope for the best, but it's hard to stay on track.
So Patrick, how has your COVID experience been?
It hasn't been too bad so far. I went home and I've been staying with my family, uh, just trying to social distance when I can. Staying at home, taking online classes hasn't been too bad.
You did summer classes?
I took one class. It was like about data analytics. It was pretty cool just to see it was like about our project was looking at online lectures and how it affects students' grades. And spoiler alert, the more you watch the lectures and the earlier you watch them, the better you do in the class.
I'm gonna add that to my notes because either 4.0 or we're not graduating, guys. So let's see how that works out. Yeah, I mean, my COVID experience hasn't been too bad either. I mean, I just done like a lot of cooking and like I moved into a new house, just that kind of stuff. Had a lot of fun redecorating my room. Nothing too bad. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I get really lazy and I don't want to start school, but I also want to like have my normal life back. So yeah, that's like, I feel like that's something that everybody's been going through. And just like planning out the year now with how CKI is going to look like with all of these things going on. So yeah, so what has like UF done just to like establish a plan for this new year, because this is going to be a little chaotic with either doing Zoom or whatever.
I think UF so far, from what I can tell, we have planned uh, kind of a hybrid, but for the most part, things are online. Meetings will be online. A couple service events online, do like free rice or um, volunteering through other online websites. A couple socials. We like do trivia nights.
I heard,
Um,
yeah, I heard about that. You guys did Parks and Rec, right?
Yes, I go every week, and they finally made me host one. So I hosted Parks and Rec yesterday. It went pretty good. I think most people enjoyed it, so that was pretty cool. I'm not sure what they want to do in terms of person. in-person things, but it probably will be limited and masks required and stuff like that. But for the most part, things will be online.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing just dealing with all of this is when we're recruiting, I feel like we really have to use like the tools that we're giving, either whether it's Zoom or Instagram or whatever, just really establishing that media presence, having like the constant post and events and just having consistency throughout the year, because if you're not planning anything, you're not advertising correctly, your club is not going to grow. And I feel like these conditions, although they are as hard as they are, and it's going to be very limited to do events and stuff, just like just to keep that goal in mind that your club like can still grow. So yeah, what do you think about just recruiting? How are you going about that with your club?
Um, with UF, we found a couple different things to try and get new members. Um, Advocacy is a big thing right now, and we recommend like starting some sort of advocacy committee or just get more involved in that. Doesn't have to be anything like crazy radical, just something that your club cares about and getting more involved in creating a positive change in your area. It's really becoming more popular, and when you advertise for something like that, it may reel in members that may not necessarily like know what we are the CKI is, but it'll bring members in, and then they can learn more about CKI and join that way. So just another angle to bring people in. Just find niche interests in your club. Our club likes to do trivia nights. We've been doing yoga socials. So just try to find a different way to bring members in and have online Zoom events for them, or like movie nights.
Feel like something that's really important when you're planning these events is don't be scared to like personally invite people, whether like it might seem annoying or whatever, but like just DM them, be like, hey, we have this event coming up through your Instagram page, and be like, hey, we have this event coming up, if you want to come, here's a sign up. And that's what we did for we did a Jeopardy night. It was like a Disney Jeopardy, it was like 90s and all that stuff, and that was something really fun that we wanted to advertise. So we did our Instagram pages, but we also started DMing people, and we had a pretty good turnout through that. So I feel like when you like personally invite somebody, they're more likely to come than when you just kind of put it out there and expect them to sign up.
Oh, for sure. So when I posted about it on our like Facebook page, a few people liked it. So I just took the extra step and like messaged them and say, hey, I saw you liked it. Here's the Zoom link. Hope you can make it. And then it was a pretty good turnout. I think typically we have around like 8 to 10 people, but yesterday we had more like 15 to 20 people. So it was a pretty good turnout, and I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, like these fellowship opportunities are really important, just to like, I feel like fellowships is what's going to really hold your club together this year. And whether it is a trivia night or a Jeopardy night, like those are really cool things that people want to come out to, and these are things that are relatable to everybody. That's like a really good bonding experience. But there's also other ones, like you were talking about how your club does a yoga night. Do you guys do any other thing like that that really brings people together and makes them just want to be part of UFPKI?
Um, so in terms of trivia night, we do different themes every week, and we give members the opportunities to host their own. Uh, Not this week, but the week before, we had a poll for what we think is the best Harry Potter movie, and we watched it, and then we had the Harry Potter trivia night. So it kind of like went together. Um, we Peyton hosts yoga, I think once a week, and then we do like a service type thing for 30 minutes to an hour. Um, really like um, low energy, something easy to relax and do. Nice way to have a part of your week.
Yeah, is that something, I think that's really cool that you did that, the movie night and the trivia. Something that my club has been talking about is having a bachelor trivia night. Are you familiar with The Bachelor?
Yes. I know Peyton's a big fan because I was on the e-board with her last year and we couldn't have meetings on Monday nights because that's when she would watch it.
Oh, I have those kind of rules too with my club. But yeah, so just discussing one guy dating 30 girls, just
Mhm.
it'd be great. Super not chaotic. Just like the show. But yeah, I think that's something that we are like planning on doing, have a bachelor trivia night, and I think that'd be super cool. Especially because all of our like officers and all of our members, it's something that we have done together, just have like a bachelor night or whatever. So just really important thing about planning these fellowship opportunities and these socials is to really gauge the interest of your members and see what they like and what they're into. And it could either be through a Google form or anything like that. Is that like, how often do you guys send those out just to like see what your members want to do?
So we have a separate group called the CKI, UFCKI like study buddy page. It's more of like a laid back, personal type thing. Like if you want to go get food or you want to promote something from a different club, or you just have like a random question, you need help, you need a calculator, anything really. It's not like official CKI stuff. Um, and Facebook has polls, and so sometimes we post polls on there just to be like, would you be interested in this? I think yesterday, Madison, she's our school outreach chair, she posted something about online tutoring. And she was like, oh, would you be interested in this? Yes or no? And then she can see the people who said yes, message them. Facebook polls are really easy. Instagram polls on like the story are really easy. Um, and like Google Forms can take a little bit to set up, and it's like an extra step to click on it and go through it. Sometimes it's just easier to put like a poll on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, those are really cool ideas that people could use to just engage and see what their members want. And I think that's like really important because if you don't have an event that people like can relate to or want to come to, they're not going to come, and then your club is going to be kind of stagnant or whatever. But there are also other like ideas that you guys could use, whether it's like having a section session or just having those discussions about the things that are going on or current events and stuff, and having like a panel or discussion, and just stick to the times, and just get more information about everything going on, and just seeing that what your club can do to help. And I feel like you were saying, advocacy is very important, and it's something that's very in right now, and it's in with the times. So just have your club engage with their members and also engage with the different things going on right now. And yeah, I think the work study session, the group chat that you guys do, the buddy session, like that's really cool. I think that's something that I would like to do with my club, just to like facilitate hanging out more, even if it's like with all this like guidelines or whatever. But also another part of the three tenets that you guys can incorporate in your club is leadership, and just allowing members to like kind of step up and also plan events for your clubs like social or anything like that. Has that happened in your club recently? And if it hasn't, like, would it be something that you don't want to incorporate? And if yes, how?
I definitely see a lot more people putting on events. When this all started in March, Kendall in our club, she helped put on trivia nights, and she didn't even have like a board position or anything. She would work with Sam on doing trivia nights, and she's been doing it for a while. And we also give opportunities for other people to host trivia nights. Um, Tyler has hosted one. I have hosted one. Just really anyone we encourage to host their own events for different nights, or if they want to have a different event like a movie night, we totally encourage that. Um, we don't really like have any strict rules. We just want to have a good time. So anyone's welcome to if they have a good idea.
Yes, some really cool things that I've seen that people like have put on or whatever is either like a bullet journaling or like a time management like thing, and just host their own workshop. So that's a program that like club officers or want to start for their home club, I think that's a really good way to engage with the members and allow them to develop those leadership skills and feel comfortable just speaking in meetings and stuff like that. And could also possibly lead to, I don't know, just maybe being an officer since they already feel like they're engaged and they're taking like and they're partaking in the things going on with their club. Yeah. Do you with service, how do you guys like have been incorporating that through Zoom? I feel like that's something that I've had a little bit of a hard time with because I only know about like the free rice thing. So yeah, how have you guys incorporated service?
So I believe District Service Chair Robin has came out with the service guide. Within it, there's a few different things. We've done free rice. There is the Smithsonian that has different documents that you can like go over and help translate what they're saying. So like someone wrote a diary like 200 years ago and they need help transcribing it. So you would just go in and see or write what they said, or maybe someone else did it and you're just double checking what they said. That one's really cool. We've written letters to local senior centers um, because they can't take visitors right now. I think we wrote one to the local hospital. We wrote thank you notes to the Kiwanis Club of Gainesville. I think there are other ones. That it's just it's hard to think of them right now, but those are a few of the different ones we've done.
Yeah, I think the pen pal system is something that a lot of members could really have fun with and talk to either. I don't know how they would do with elementary school kids since they're not really attending class right now, but just again talking to their Kiwanises and see who they can start a pen pal system for. And yeah, maybe like hospitals do that or have like a kind of like a webinar for high schoolers and start a pen pal system with them, which would be a little bit easier since you could use email or anything like that that's just online rather than having to use addresses and stuff like that where you can like actually mail them. But I think those pen pal systems are really cool. And how would like what other things would you do in service that aren't like what's like the coolest service project that you've done that isn't like super typical or whatever?
Um, One cool thing that our e-board started was encouraging us to do our own projects at home. Uh, so Amelia has been fostering kittens through the Humane Society, helping them out. A lot of humane societies don't have enough space to hold kittens and puppies before they can get like their shots and be adopted. So they take volunteers to adopt them for a couple weeks. She's been doing that. I did a local park cleanup because the parks in my area weren't really being maintained. And we went to Billy and Vincent, who are in my club. We got together and it's like a park with a boardwalk. So the trash was like below the boardwalk, but you were not allowed down there. So we took, my friend had some like pool nets and we took them like chopsticks and picked up the trash that was down there. So I think that was pretty cool. Just encouraging like creative ideas to do in your hometown, I think is cool.
And how do you guys like do you guys share all those ideas with each other? How do you guys record all that stuff?
So we send it in through a Google form and then um, we'll like post about it on our like Instagram or something.
I think that's something that you guys are doing that's really cool. Just allowing your members to start like their own thing and being able to share it with. I feel like those really strengthen their leadership skills. And it's something that's like easy to do during this time since it's individual, not really with a bunch of people. Another thing, another aspect of like meetings and service projects and events that I feel like people are like struggling with this time is just having just a lot of like diversifying events and having different icebreakers and stuff like that. And what advice would you give them with those things?
Um, Ask your members what they want. Um, like I think we We only did trivia because we would go to the one that UF would put on every week, and then I think someone was like, "Oh, we could do that," and that was how it happened. Just like ask members like what games they'd be interested in or what type of socials they'd be interested in, and then if they give ideas, give them the opportunity to put it on themselves. Like also give them a leadership opportunity. Uh, I think that's big. If you're just putting on events that you think would be fun, that they might be fun, but also like reach out and ask what would like your members be interested in.
I feel like icebreakers are like really important too to incorporate, just to like start off the meeting and really start those like connections forming. A really cool icebreaker that my club did is BuzzFeed quizzes, and one of them we did breakout rooms, and each person just picked a quiz out of like a list that I gave them or whatever. And one of them that I did was like, what Disney prince would you date or not date? So you'd rate them how dateable they were. A lot of them were not dateable. Surprise. Yeah, they were, a little, I don't know, that whole not a lot of consent going on, not my favorite thing. So yeah, a lot of them are not dateable, but it's fine because now you know that you cannot be infatuated over a Disney prince. But yeah, that was actually a really fun quiz that we did together, and we all talked about like the qualities that we like in people and what we don't like. And another one that we did was like, what was like your favorite Disney shows and stuff like that? Or like, do you know like these Disney shows and stuff like that? And another icebreaker that I did was taking a personality quiz together. So we all took our personality quiz, and then we talk about how accurate it was or what we like agreed or didn't agree on. And that one is more of like a reflective process that I did in one of the workshops that I taught at in, I think was Casey for key clubbers. And it's a really good, those are just like really good icebreakers that you guys can use. Do you have any other fun ones that our members could use?
Um, in terms of like BuzzFeed quiz, I saw this that another club did. They made their own BuzzFeed quiz with like a bunch of like fun questions, and then they got a member of the e-board, and then so then they all you could easily do this on Zoom because you could just do breakout rooms. But whoever they got, they went off into a group with them, and then I think they played like two truths and a lie or something. But it was like a great way to break everyone up because they each all of these people had a similar personality that matched with a member of their e-board. Um, I think icebreakers that we have done typically is just playing like online games. Like there's the one that's like Pictionary. I think it's called Scribble.io. That one's pretty fun. Cards Against Humanity we have played. Um, the game Mafia is pretty fun, but that one can get kind of long. But yeah, just playing like online games has been fun.
And I know with I forgot what was the one where you Cards Against Humanity, that one, sorry. The one with Cards Against Humanity, I'm pretty sure that you can make your own deck too. I heard something like that. That's something that I should try. I have like the big board game in my house, but I've never tried playing it online. That's something I should definitely incorporate in my events, and you just make your own thing. That's really cool. Do you have like any other like experiences that you've done just through like this COVID thing that made it more enjoyable dealing with
Uh,
time?
oh, what was that?
Like in regards to CKI, what other like COVID experiences or like socials and events did you partake on that just made it a little bit easier for you?
Um, I enjoyed CKI Next and the stuff that they did. I liked how they brought in guest speakers. I think it's a great idea. You could easily reach out to former CKI members of your club, and they can talk about their experiences after college. I know a lot of people are interested in things like Peace Corps or Teach for America or some sort of similar thing. And there are people that were in CKI that have done those things and can talk extensively about them. And you can easily do a Zoom call with them because um, they're all they have to do is just sign on and they can talk about it. So I think that's really cool. Yeah.
And I feel like not necessarily just CKI alumni or whatever, you could also have like professors come and give a talk about anything, or like, or any service organization that you know of, if you want to come and talk. I know one time we had March of Dimes come and talk about prematurity and the things that we can do to help. So I feel like those are a really good idea. And we could also incorporate the WASH project and have maybe an ambassador come and talk, or anybody that in your club that is really involved with it, just talk about his experience and things that you guys can do to help. So yeah, now that we're, sorry, were you saying something?
No.
Okay. So now that we're kind of wrapping up, what are some things that you wish you knew when you started your freshman year of high school?
Um, I guess take the opportunities that are given to you. Um, don't take things for granted because it can easily go away. Um, make sure you're studying. Make sure you know or have some sort of idea of what track you want to take. If you are really passionate about your major or want some sort of career, meet with your advisor, meet with people in like your career, um, like career office that they typically have on your campus. Meet with someone and try to find what kind of track you have to take to get to where you want to be. There too often people just like don't try to think about that until like their junior or senior year, and for them it might be too late. So definitely take advantage of that and figure out what you need to do to get to be where you want to be.
My first advice for freshmen would be join CKI, obviously. You know, I feel like I joined my freshman year, and it was kind of funny how it happened because I knew I was going to join, but I feel like the people in my club didn't know I was going to join. So yeah, join CKI. It's awesome. You're gonna love it here. We are not chaotic at all. We're super nice and friendly, and we're awesome. And yeah, join CKI. Also, take every opportunity that you can that's based on your major. Building your resume is super important if you're trying to get into grad school or med school or like a PhD program. I don't know, and just really use those opportunities and build your resume, and build your resume not just like random jobs, but things that actually correlate with your major and what you want to do in the future. And also study a lot, but also have time for yourself, because it's really easy to get burned out in college with like all these classes. I know I'm taking 18 credits this next semester because I hate myself, and that's going to be really fun, but I really have to remind myself to like take care of myself and my mental health as I navigate anatomy and physiology 1 with lab. So yeah, it's going to be a little rough. We'll see how that works. But yeah, just take care of yourself. Use, if you get a really good planner, and just write everything down, everything that happens, write it down, because it's so easy to forget when you have so many things going on and so many things that you want to partake on. So yeah, that's my little piece of advice to you guys. So take it with a grain of salt, and if you don't, whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't care. It's fine. And yeah, so Patrick, what do you do on your day off?
On my day off, well, today was my day off. I went fishing with my dad today, so that was pretty cool. Um, typically, I just spend time with my family. Sometimes I play basketball, but for the most part, I just stay home um, and like play pool or something. Sports are back, at least for now. Been watching that a lot with my family, so
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I just got a heat shirt. So yeah, sports are back. I'm wearing my heat shirt because I am a true Floridian, and that is the only team that I know about. So yeah, wait, I don't even know when the games are. It was just something that was given. Like, I don't really know much about sports, But things that I do on my day off, like the true nerd that I am, I read a lot and I bake a lot. That's what I do on my day off. So yeah, thanks everybody for listening to us just talk about random COVID CKI stuff. And I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, have a good one. What do you do on your day off?